Hello guys, I was on my way to upload a video I've done to YouTube. But when I saw Matt's, I think go back three videos, I really felt that okay, I need to make a video about this subject. But at the same time, I discovered how shadow banned I am. Before I upload anything else, I will start to upload this video, and I hope I can reach out to so many of you as possible with this video and this message. I believe up till now this will be one of my most important video. So please just bear with me and thank you for tuning in. I've told you before I've been kind of rebellious all my life. I also told you that there is some kind of dark force following me through my life, destroying my companies when I build them up, writing fake articles in Swedish newspaper and making fake documentary about me and my life, and just accuse me for fake stuff and send it on Swedish national TV4 on prime time. And as soon as I do something, like I started a Facebook group, pang, they were there, and made the article and make me look like an idiot. Even though I had 5-6 thousand followers on Facebook, they didn't like me to expose the banksters and the gangsters and the politicians. They didn't like it, so they made an article, lied about me, and I lost credibility, more or less. And this has been something who have been following me for more or less all my life. And even now, when I make when I have started to do this flat Earth videos and talking about Matt, comment on Matt's videos, the first 2-3 videos on Swedish and the first English video were up and running and no problem, and I got good comments and I get really good feedback. So thank you everybody for your beautiful comments. But suddenly, bam, they shut down couple of my videos, two Swedish video and one English talking video, and now they shadow ban me. I write a comment and like very few see it. If I write it in like if there is a comment very high ranked with many likes, if I comment there like please guys look at my movie, direct I will get like 14 or 20 views. But if I comment in the normal comment field, zero, nothing happens because nobody see it. And I really need your help, guys. If I reach out to you with this message, if you hear this message, please, I don't want to be like, oh, share, like, and subscribe. It's not about that. Share it, not share it within. If you want to help me share it within our community. I don't care about those standing outside. Uh, Help me share it within our community. Okay, I'm finished there. Uh, More of this, more details about what I just said. You have in another video. So I leave the subject there. What I want to talk about in this video, there are many questions about why can the people not see what we see? It's so obvious. I even got a comment. So let me show you the comment. This is from a subscriber named Caprice. Sam, I had kids before I woke up, so now trying to move forward with then while their daddy's NPC. I told my kids about the moon and about the flat earth, and we homeschooled them, so we went through Eric Dubay 200 proofs. I don't know what they think of it all, but we don't talk about it in front of their dad, cause he will think we are crazy. I tried to wake him up with the moon landing, but he didn't see it. So we have to hide our knowledge at home. Okay, so she have to hide her what she know about flat Earth and about the whole thing. And you see, guys, like Matt says, the proof. I mean, there are flat earthers saying there is zero proof that Earth are round, and I was one of those. And today I don't. I mean, you saying that fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. Is like fool me once, shame on you. That's the ball. You fooled me about the ball, so shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. So if I believe the bullshit that the whole world is nothing about, nothing more than a flat disc with an ice wall and a glass above it. I mean, that's really that's really being fooled twice. And those who just jump on that and just say, okay, I know Earth is flat. For example, the if you are in the southern part of the earth, I don't want to say hemisphere, but southern part of the earth, then you cannot see the polar star. You see, you cannot see the polar star. Or wherever you are, I don't know if you know how the time zones are, but look at this map. Every step to west plus 1 hour, and every step to east minus 1 hour. That's how it is. Okay, let us say that it's 12 o'clock and you are in the northern parts of Sweden. Okay, wherever you are in the world, 12 o'clock, you have the sun exactly above your head in the middle of the sky. No? So 12 o'clock in Sweden, it means that it's 12 o'clock in Johannesburg. You see? So how come that you can be at Johannesburg at the same time as the guy are in Sweden, and you both have the sun above your head? That's would be impossible in a flat Earth, but also impossible in a ball Earth. So that's what I say. It's like we have proof that the Earth are flat. We have proof that we live on a ball. We cannot see the southern. We cannot see the polar star, and the thing that we have the sun in the middle of the sky, 12 o'clock. I don't know what it means, but more or less that the earth are so big and the sky so much smaller, so you wherever on earth you are, you can see the middle of the firmament. But if that was the case, how come you cannot see the polar star? So you see, there are something wrong with it. They want us to jump on one train and the other in the other train. The system have empty seats on the ball side and they have empty seats on the flat side. Which one will you sit on? I will not take any seat at all. That's for sure. I will stand up until I find my own place, my own seat. I will not sit in the flat earth part or the ball part. I mean, there are so many expedition done to North Pole, both by Freemasons like Admiral Byrd, but also real scientists like Matthew Hansen. Matthew Hansen was a black man who had the expedition to North Pole, and he had another scientist with him, Robert E. Peary, and Matthew Hansen was black. Robert E. Peary was white, and Robert E. Peary he was hurt. He had frozen off his toes. He couldn't walk as fast as Matthew Hansen could. So Matthew arrived to the North Pole like 1 hour or 45 minutes, I think, before Robert E. Peary. Robert Peary was, because he was white, he got a lot of attention and he was on news, and Matthew Hansen less. But what they say, they talk about water, they talk about entrance into a tropical world. And if you look back at history, there are some explanation about that too. For example, in Sweden, we had a Catholic monk. Sweden are Protestant right now, but in the 80s they were Catholic, and we had a monk named Magnus Olas, and he also had a journey to the North Pole. He also wrote a book about it and and talk about the entrance, talk about um giants, talk about superhumans, talk about humans who lives for 1,000 years, and talk about a tropical place, a beautiful place, and their people are intelligent and more developed. And I really believe that those people there, if they exist, they would never ever reveal themselves for us. Maybe to our leaders. I mean, why does John Kerry and the head of the Orthodox Church and the Pope and the head of European Bank, IMF, why do they go to Antarctic and come back with a blue eye? I mean, what is this crazy world we live in? That's why we need to have everything on the table and not jump on anything special. The question and the comment I read, that why doesn't people see all of those things that we can see? How come? Uh, does reality represent themselves differently for each one of us? I think we perceive reality differently. Not necessarily that reality necessarily need to present itself for us in a different way, rather than we ourselves perceive reality like we want to. And no, that's wrong. Not like we want to, but like we are programmed to, like what they say in school. I mean, what they show on TV, what they show on the newspaper, the movie on Hollywood, they give us a picture about what we should like, what we should eat. I mean, how a guy are attracted to a woman, how she at her looks. It's all programmed from MTV and Hollywood and music videos. So that's another part to talk about the porn industry and the Hollywood industry. So we perceive reality as we have been brought up, as we have been taught. Okay, so those of us who have been a bit of critical, we have maybe experienced something or have seen something and have critical eyes. We have it's more easier for us to jump on flat Earth and jump on the hoaxes we can see, and we believe in them more easy. Uh, for example, if I don't talk no more with my brother. We had a fight about flat Earth, and I heard on Matt's video that when he is with his family, they just shake their head and don't think he's right. But imagine that if Matt's brother went to Matt and said to Matt, "Hey Matt, listen, you have to be Christian. You have to be born again. You have to trust me. I swear I can show you proof. I had a dream last night, and where God come to me with Pope Francis, and those told me that I need to be Catholic. I need to go to the Catholic Church. I need to give my money to them. I really had that dream, Matt. Don't you believe me? I mean, for Matt's brother, that's really the reality. He changed. He have seen that dream. He believe in this now, and when he believes so much in it, he will even find patterns who goes along with his belief system. While Math will just shook his head and say, "Hey man, are you crazy? Wake up! What are you talking about?" Uh, he could never. He could never convince Matt that there is a pope or God. And that's why the subscriber here, for example, that she can't convince her husband. I can't convince my brother. They uh, they have been worked on for so many years. uh, 10 years in school, another 3 years in high school, another couple of years in university, at your workplace, on your TV, at your news, everywhere. They work with us. And don't forget that the system have seats reserved for both sides. So for the system, for the beast system, for the screen, you are welcome to sit in either side, flat or round. The news are fake or the news are real. They mix real in news or they doesn't mix. I mean, they have seats for everybody, for every one of us. It's important to don't take any sits, don't tag yourself. I got a really scary feeling because in some level we know that the last 10, 15 years the system itself have produced uh, proof for our society. We know that the system itself have produced a proof to show that, hey, look, I'm flat. Hey, look, NASA lies. There are a YouTube channel called Bling Bling, and she have a video that's so crazy. There is an astronaut who are hovering, and he have an iPad attached to his lap, and while he hovering and fixing something with his hands, uh, you can you can see a reflection on the iPad. And she make a video of this. She has stopped it, zoom it in, and it's so crazy. You see two guys with white mask, and it's really scary. You just wonder, who are they? Who are these people standing behind camera with those white crazy masks? Look it up, Bling Bling, and she make a lot of NASA videos. So and she feels also genie, and she's just a funny woman making NASA look like idiots. But the seats are available on both sides, and the last 15 years the system have produced material for us, for this side, uh, and that's really scares me. And when I say produce material, I mean that they make their mistakes. For example, the passport thing that they found ground zero. That was the first thing I react on. What the fuck? Come on, can they really do that? Find a passport, and all stuff following it. This all these 10, 15, or maybe even 18, 20 years. All the crazy stuff happening, and when I say the last 15 years, then I mean it's overproduced. Of course, they have been producing it since the beginning of the time, probably, but the last 15 years it has been overproduced, like the Netflix Matt talks about. But this lie machine produces fake news, hoaxes, hoax events, hoax shootings, and NASA just spit out more lies. Or this thing with Elon Musk. Come on, Elon. You know, in the Swedish language, it means el or el. It means electricity. In many northern European countries, el it means electricity. So if you call your name is Elon, it's really crazy. And a European, northern European, a German electricity company called Eon, EON, and his name is Elon, and Musk scum is same thing. His crazy stuff, how a vertical rocket, space rocket lands with. I mean, oh my God, people really, those NASA fanboy really buy it, and they would never touch proof who shows that NASA are lying. And even if they would look at it, they would just find up excuses for it, for them. So why does the system do this overproduction, and why does it represent? I mean, this is not this flat Earth thing growing right now. This is not a guy, just a guy, Eric Dubay, popping up from nowhere. He just the story is that he grab a book, he find a book somewhere, uh, just on chance, and he read it, and he look, wow, oh my god, the earth is flat, and he makes YouTube videos, and those goes viral. Honestly, if there were a guy for 15 years ago making video about flat earth, you think that that video would go viral? Nobody would look at it. He had some help from somewhere. Somebody pushed at him. Who can make so many videos like he did in a so short time, and and edit it, and write a book, and be present in 10 different YouTube channels, and show him and talk about flat earth? Who have time to do all those stuff? I mean, without help, and living in Thailand, and I mean, no, I cannot. I believe that he is backed up, and we also know that Illuminati have had a flat Earth card already for 20 years ago. Uh, so, but the question is why? And I got one feeling that really scared me, is that, you know, the system need to, like the trading, like the traders, like the forex market. The forex market always need a bunch of new losers. They always need a bunch of new losers, and to fill up with new losers, they make ads, and they make offerings that you deposit 100 and you receive 300, and so on. What if, if they get through a bill or a new law, which they are trying to make to make us a conspiracy theoretic, or what we should call this community, truth seekers community, make us criminal by calling us domestic tea. If they get through with that bill, oh my god, it's a new law, and suddenly they can fill up their prisoners, their jails and prisons with thousands and thousands of new lawbreakers. I mean, what is the reason? Because listen, I'm really against the YouTube channel who scares up people. Wow, FEMA are coming, and wow, well, they will kill you. And but I am also skeptical with the channels who are just against it and say, no, 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 don't be afraid, don't care about it. They encourage you to write comments on YouTube movies. I encourage you to reveal yourself, who you are. They say, don't be afraid, say what you think, blah, 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 blah. I mean, you need to have your skeptical hat on, because many of the channels who say, don't be afraid, if they wanted to kill us, they have already done it. Yes, but still, they do it, and they have done it. They kill people in Middle East right now. For 20 years ago, they killed people in Eastern Europe. For 40, 50 years ago, they killed people in Northern Europe, in Norway, Denmark, Germany, Poland, Holland. The whole France was under Hitler's occupation, and he had control over all governments. So they have done it. They do it right now. They're poisoning us with chemtrails. They're poisoning us. They're poisoning our water. Uh, so why would it be so strange, or so uh, unlikely that they would that they would drop bombs over Europe, or uh, mm, take people in for, I don't know. Have you seen the CNN clip where a woman says, this is their new world? She's inside a Superdome after Katrina, I think it is, and she say, these people will never leave this place, and she say it openly. These people will never leave this place. This will be their home forever. This is their new world order, and they they talk about it openly on TV. This is if you search for it, you will probably find it, and many of you know what I'm talking about. Uh, so we need to be prepared, but not preparing with stacking up rice and stuff, because that's the same. I mean, I have choose life before security. Today I don't have my big companies, my car, my homes. Today I'm a simple person, living from my. Um, I have a big car. It's like, I don't know what you say in English, but it's a house car. It's a caravan car. It's not a caravan following your car. It's a big car, and I live in this place and I love it. I love my kitchen. I love my bed. I love this place, and I live with my two dogs. And I choose the view myself, and I work every day through my computers. Either I teach people to trade, or we have a company where we importing organic vegetables to Sweden from Southern Europe. So but I live from here, and I don't make more money than it feed me, feed my dogs, and give me a roof above my head. I don't want that safety that my mother are talking about, having a home in Sweden, and being and taking a loan from the bank, and working for Volvo 8 hours per day. No, never, 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 ever would I do that. Going to a place where you hate every day, and feeling anxious every day because you know that you need to be on that crazy place 8 hours, and people do that for 50, 60 years. I would rather kill myself. Fuck. Really? How can people do that? Anyway, why do they have chills like Ike and Alex Jones? Why do they have chills like Richie from Boston? I mean, is it only the circus and the bread it is about? I mean, is it only that they want to amuse us, and they act as gatekeepers so we don't search for the truth farther? Or do they try to sort us out so they know that, those people from that side are this, those are that, those we should be afraid of, those we should be careful with, those we should take in? I mean, as I said, right now they have done it before. Like right now, 60,000 people disappeared from Paradise in California. That's crazy. Where are they? And all the other rumors about Paradise, about the inhabitants there, the tests they made from them. That suddenly one day, first it was empty, nobody were there, and suddenly over one night they populate the place. That they are people they've done experiments to, and now just 60,000 disappearing. Oh my God, I don't know. So I got that really creepy feeling. Why do they want to sort us out? Why do they go out with this kind of information? Why does NASA make all those mistakes? Is it just give us something to chew on, like they give football to idiots, or is it anything serious behind it? I mean, we need to be logical, even if this whatever reality this realm have, and whatever happen with us when we die, blah, whatever. Now, right now, what we see developing is a really scary scenario. I mean, they talk about a mass disaster. We know that they're preparing the air, or the skies for something when they're going and spraying in it. And we know that they're talking about a new world order. And we know that a new world order can only become only through a mass disaster. We know that there is Illuminati cards who have predicted not only 9/11 and not only the flat earth, the flat earth movement today, but also a mass disaster. So we need to be prepared, but not prepared like. Okay, guys. Anyway, I will not make this video more longer. I will make another more videos with where I talk about some of those some of the subjects in more detail. But the point, my point here is that please, I need help to be seen. I need without your help, I will never manage to reach out to any community. Have already shadow banned me. So please help me to reach out. And it's not about like, share, and subscribe. It's more about, I don't know. If you watch another truth video and you find something that you can relate to my video, please comment my video so that person's audience see your comment. Okay, guys, thanks a lot. Thanks for watching. And once again, thank you so much for all beautiful comments and all support that you gave me with my first video. And I will try to upload one video per day at least 4 or 5 a week. Okay, no more, nothing more to add. Thanks for watching so long.